What up, y'all? This is A AP Ferg, and today I'm gonna check out these two kids, my little homies, and see what they think about my music on Kids on Lyrics.
Hi, I'm Zaria.
And I'm Dilan. And this is Kids on Lyrics.
All right, the first song we're gonna get into is the Work remix. I was on tour with Rocky and Schoolboy Q and Danny Brown, and Schoolboy Q promised me a verse. So he did the verse, and Trinidad James jumped on it because he loved the song. Rocky loved the song, so he jumped on it, and it became like one of the biggest anthems in the world.
It wasn't my favorite. I didn't really like it that much because the only long songs I would really listen to is if I knew the lyrics and I actually knew the song. But as for this one, I didn't really like it that much.
I didn't really like it because it was like 6 different guys rapping on the same song. And it was kind of hard to find which
He's so serious.
part was his.
Coogee down to the socks like I'm Biggie Papa, baby.
Do you know what he's referencing?
I think it's a brand because I know Biggie Papa is like some type of rapper. So I think it's like a brand or something, like down to the socks, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think that might be a brand like Zaria said, but I don't really know.
And do you know who he's talking about when he says Biggie Papa?
Yeah, he's a rapper.
He also says in the song, "No limp though, couldn't copy my style and Kinko's."
Yeah, Kinko's is like the Chicago version of Staples, where you can like copy stuff.
I was surprised that they didn't know like some of the lyrics because like so many kids come up to me and be like, I love that song and this, that, and the third, but definitely gave me insight into the kids' mind. So the next song we're gonna get into is Plain Jane.
I did like it. It gave me like a boost of energy because of like the beat and stuff, but that end was just weird.
I liked it. I feel like I knew the song. I think I knew the song.
Plain Jane came about by me writing it. I wrote the whole song and had Kirk Knight produce it for me and build the beat around my lyrics. And that was the birth of Plain Jane. That is not my usual writing process. That was very unique to that situation. Just because I heard the song on the radio, slob on my knob, and I was like, yo, that'd be crazy if like, you know, I bring that hook in twice. Like just do like certain alterations to kind of make it like a crazy song, which it did wind up being a crazy song. I usually don't write that way though. I usually just get in the studio with artists or producers, and you know, the producers start building a beat from scratch, and I start like rapping and mumbling stuff until like something becomes solid.
In the song, he says, "My uncle used to skim work selling nicks at night." Do you guys know what nicks is?
You asked them that?
Yeah, Nick's is drugs.
He also says, "I was only 8 years old watching Nick at Night." Do you know Nick at Night?
I thought it was like Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon, like his first time interviewing or hosting or something when he was young.
Yeah.
I'm gonna explain why you probably never see me. I'm in a sunken place on Instagram or watching TV.
Do you guys know what he's referencing when he says he's in a sunken place?
He's depressed?
First it get me depressed.
Or the hood?
And well, yeah, maybe I think like a place where there's no electronics. Like
A
no.
TV is electronic.
No, I mean like social media electronics.
And when I say sunken place, I feel like social media could become the sunken place because we spend so much time there. We get sad and depressed. Dylan was right when he said that because like it could be a depressing place because you're always comparing yourself to other people. You looking at everybody highlighted happy moments and comparing your moments to theirs. And that could be a lot of pressure on the artist or anybody. The next song we're getting into is Hectic from my new project, Floor Seats, featuring P. Diddy.
Dang, that was rough.
Yeah, hectic.
Kind of sound like he was like screaming some of his notes, like not screaming, but like yelling some of his notes. The way how like the beat flowed with it was kind of rough.
I agree, but I don't know if either he was starting war or trying to handle it peacefully. I think he's trying to say like, we gave you a chance for like peace, something, and since you didn't take that chance, throughout all that's going around in the world, it's getting hectic and things are gonna happen. stuff's gonna go wrong. I think that's the whole point of the song.
Yeah, I agree with somewhat what Zaria said, like Corona and like how the world is getting hectic, and he's like put a message like in the middle of the song and stuff like that.
This song came together a bit before the pandemic and like during the pandemic. So I started working on a beat thinking about like, you know, Black Lives Matter, and me and Puff was having a lot of conversations back and forth on how we could build awareness to what's happening, or, you know, I'll call him and ask him, what can I be doing more of, or, you know, how can I be of service? And you know, we started off by just making a song. I just feel like it's letting people know that like I'm there with them. I see what's going on. I'm affected by it just as much as you're affected by it. My fans want to know, like, you know, am I there with them if I'm understanding what's going on? And also just to let people know how I feel, simple and plain. Like, I'm Black, and to see, you know, cops with their knees on, you know, Black people's necks and they just pass out and die, and see it happen multiple times. And I just thought that it was very important that I state my stance and where I was at mentally with it. The next song we're gonna get into is Dennis Rodman featuring my man Tyga. Make sure y'all go check that video out right now.
Question. What is the song called?
Dennis Rodman.
That's
Who
a
is
misused
Dennis
word of a
Rodman?
song. I think it should have been called something that, because did it even mention anything about Dennis Rodman?
Who is he?
He's a basketball player, right?
Oh, I haven't heard of him.
He's the guy that went to go see the person in North Korea. No.
No.
She knows a lot.
He does mention Dennis Rodman in the song. In the chorus, Tyga says it. He says, I'm Dennis Rodman. And then also in Ferg's verse, he says, you die here, Dennis Rodman.
He died?
No, he didn't die. Did he die?
His career died?
Yo.
Well, I mean, he retired. Did he?
Yo, they are funny. We live in a series on 30 for 30. I shake them like Kyrie.
Do you know what 30 for 30 is?
It's those little ESPN stories about basketball players and stuff like that. And I watch those, and they're really sad. They're always sad.
And then next from that line, he says, I shake 'em like Kyrie.
Kyrie Irving.
What does he mean by, like, I shake 'em?
It's a basketball reference.
Yeah.
It's like a move where, like, they try to shake them off their tail, like, trying to get
No.
out of the way. Like,
Crossing them over?
Yeah. Basically, like, they're in front of them. Not
Break their ankles?
Break
Yeah.
their ankles.
He says, I'm the best. Put a guy in the Guinness.
Guinness Book of World Records. I will be on that one day.
Oh, that makes sense now. When you said it, I thought it was going to be, like, a hard place to, like, survive, so they send him there to prove himself. But world records makes more sense.
Yeah.
It
I thought it
does.
was drugs. I think everything's drugs. They be having crazy names like sour diesel. I thought that was just sour cream. Like you put your chips into it.
Why would it would have said sour cream rather than sour diesel?
Sometimes they just have weird names.
No.
Yeah.
That's not sour cream.
Yeah.
Sour
Well,
cream is
I
only
didn't
sour
know.
cream.
I had to look it up.
Well, now you know.
Yep, it's a weed company.
The last song is Marilyn Manson.
I just want to say the fact that we didn't hear a girl voice in there. It was featured by Marilyn Manson, right?
Yes, featuring Marilyn Manson.
Is he one of those guys that have girl names?
We just called Marilyn Manson a girl, so I am sorry. Okay.
I literally thought he was a girl.
A fun fact about this song is, before Marilyn Manson walked in, I did a song with Duke Deuce. And then Marilyn Manson walked in, I did that song, Marilyn Manson, with him. While he was there in the room, I went over to say what's up to Hit Boy, and I did the Nas Spicy record. So I got 3 bangers made that night.
So, what did you think about this song?
I mean, it was good if you're a goth. It was too dark for me.
I didn't really like the song. It was too slow. It wasn't really a vibe song. I didn't really like it.
You saying that, what's the lyric that you remember the most from the song?
I don't know. Actually, I don't
The girl's
remember any
name? No.
specific song.
No. The guy's name? Marilyn Monroe?
Monroe. Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, I thought it was Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe.
Menlo?
Monroe?
Menlo?
We just keep saying Monroe.
It's crazy like Marilyn Manson.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, Mansion.
We just straight
Manson.
disrespected.
I'm so sorry, man. Oh, I feel so bad. Oh, oh, okay. We apologize on behalf of both of us. So, Marilyn Manson. Yeah.
I feel bad for the guys that have to have a girl name.
They get
Was-
to choose their names.
No, but I don't even think that's his rapper name. I think that's just his regular name.
Okay.
It's interesting to see what it is that they like as melody and more upbeat music. And the fact that they could consider that dark, for me, you know, being a millennial and being my age, I didn't look at it as dark. I looked at it more as my play on Marilyn Manson. And I thought that was super funny that they thought it was a woman the whole time. It's interesting to see the generational gap between us.
Ferg says, I'm with a mulatto and she got the cake. What's a mulatto?
Rapper.
That's a specific person, but it's also something
Yeah.
else. So do you know what general meaning of mulatto means?
Isn't it like mixed, I think?
Do you know what the mix is? We're going to take it even more specific.
Hawaiian and Mexican.
Where did that come from? And take it back.
It sounds a little Hawaiian.
I always felt that way. I've always been super experimental, super not afraid. And I always have to have fun while I'm doing it. So the moment like I feel like I did that already, I'm kind of putting that to bed. Because for me, it's not about making the money. It's about like keeping it interesting for me, because I have to be interested in it. That's been my way this whole time, and that's what got me successful is, you know, as long as it's interesting to me, then there's gonna be people that's like me or just other people that really gravitate to it. What up, y'all? This is A AP Ferg. We have watched my little homies give all of their critiques on my music and my art. Make sure you go get my album, Flossies 2, and this is Kids on Lyrics.